Hey, welcome to Real Outdoors. My name's Jay Samsel. It's early August. We're up here in beautiful Sunset Country on Lake of the Woods. Today I got my good buddy Ryan Marlowe with me. He's the owner and operator of Figure 8 Baits. We're going to chase big toothy critters today. We're going to go after muskies. Ryan's a local muskie expert, also the owner of the store. Don't be shy to come in here and ask a few questions. So we'll see you out in the water.
I'm just an average guy who loves the outdoors. I love to hunt and I love to fish. Somewhere along the way I ended up with a video camera in my hand. So now I'm just cruising around checking out cool destinations. So sit back, put your feet up and come on along. I'm Brian Whitens, and this is where I've been.
The drink for guides for sure. Wake up early in the morning, up all night, getting your equipment ready.
Muskie anglers are a breed unto their own.
A monster will do the trick.
Much like the fish itself. They say it's a fish of 10,000 casts. To a muskie fisherman, that's just fine. The 9,999 casts between fish are just enough time to talk about the last fish you caught and the one you're about to catch. What makes hunting muskies such a rush?
Got my heart going, my throat's dry.
Is it the fact that you're trying to outwit the animal that signifies the top of the underwater food chain? Is it the explosion that occurs when one grabs your bucktail on a figure 8 and he figures out he's hooked? Is it the fact that they are so elusive, so hard to find? The word muskie is short for muskilunge, which is derived from the Ojibwa word Maasshkinoozhe. Maash means ugly, Kinoosh means pike. Yet to a muskie hunter, there's nothing more beautiful than an angry 50-inch ugly pike thrashing alongside the boat hanging on by a treble.
Okay, we'll take just a quick second here. I'll show you a little trick I like to do with my blade baits. I usually like to do this later in the summer. Like I said, we're in late part of August. And I like putting these squirrely tails on the back end of my hooks. And what I'll do is I'll take the back hook off. I'll slide this on there like so. And it does a couple things for you. It gives your bait some more action, some more flair, but it makes the bait bulkier. And I'm a big believer in these things making follow fish into biting fish. And it's worked well for me, especially out here on Lake of the Woods. I like the brighter, you know, the stuff with some flash or the white. But that's the deal. And you just put the hook back on your split ring and keep going at it. So, you know, that's something to give a try the next time you're out here fishing big blade baits.
That fish is at least a 4-footer. Slow and low.
Did it stick around too long?
No. We'll leave that fish for a few minutes. We'll come back at her. She keeps coming out of that dock. Yep. That's one thing I like to do on Lake of the Woods is when I see a good fish like that, I like to back off of it. I read the fish. If it's really hot, I'll take another cast or two at it. But if it was down low and slow like how Jay was, I'll back off of it for 5, 10, 15 minutes and come back.
Stubborn one though, eh?
That's a 4-footer. I wish when she came out of that dock I had a little bit of light to see her because I couldn't see her until she got close and I would have had some speed on it. Right now we're going back at a fish. It's a fish that I've been seeing for the last few days. I estimate it to be at least about 4 feet. I raised it on a hellhound. We cast at it once. We gave her about 10 minutes. We're going back at it right now. She's sitting in the corner of this dock here. We're going back at it with a bucktail and hopefully we can get her to go. It's got to be dead to that corner.
This side?
No, that side. But I put 2 casts like right in that corner. Still there?
Yeah, he's there.
Oh, yeah. Eat it. Put a little more speed on him.
Great big one. I think she's hooked pretty well too, dude. Nice job.
Visit the Real Outdoors Ultimate Online Sports Show to find great deals on a variety of hunting and fishing products and trips to great lodges and outfitters from across the U.S. and Canada. Open 24/7, featuring a variety of live shows throughout the year. The Real Outdoors Ultimate Online Sports Show. It's free and it's easy. Visit anytime. www.ultimateonlinesportshow.com.
For some of the finest smallmouth bass, walleye, northern pike, lake trout, perch, and crappie fishing Ontario has to offer, visit Timberwolf Lodge. For the hunting enthusiast, the area is abundant with deer, moose, bear, and grouse. Timberwolf Lodge is the only lodge on Winkle Lake and is located just 25 miles north of the border at International Falls, Fort Francis, in the center of a vast wilderness area. Enjoy the peaceful and relaxing atmosphere of Timberwolf Lodge. Find out more at realoutdoors.com or by visiting them directly at timberwolflodge.org. How's your typical day? Alarm clock, coffee, drive to work, stare at the computer screen, eat lunch, go to the gym, go home and watch TV? And what's your perfect day? Start out with the perfect sunrise, the perfect commute, eat lunch at the perfect restaurant, work out, finish it off with the perfect end to the perfect day. Just for 1 week, make your typical day a perfect day. Find your perfect day at South Shore Lodge on Ontario's Eagle Lake.
Are you ready for a vacation? Fly or drive to Anishinabe Lodge in the heart of Ontario's Sunset Country for unparalleled lake trout, trophy walleye, and northern pike fishing and extremely successful black bear hunting. Fish the cool, clear waters of Anishinabe Lake or travel by ATV to one of Anishinabe's multiple portage lakes. Located on a secluded island, Anishinabe Lodge is the only lodge on the lake. Visit Anishinabelodge.com to find out everything you need to know to plan your vacation.
I think she's hooked pretty well too, dude.
Told you.
Nice job. That's how it's all about a figure eight, you know. Guys will make a mistake every single time.
Head first.
If they do not do a figure eight, you do a figure eight on these fish properly, and this is what will happen. Big muskies like this, right here
Get her head
in Lake of the Woods.
I don't want to take her yet.
Hang on. I got her pegged good, so just take your time.
Yeah. Turn her head right towards me, Jay.
Here she comes, in the bag. Nice job.
Go.
Okay, just hold on a sec. I'm gonna put the tower pole down.
Well, that's pretty close to 4 feet, 47.
Woo! Yes!
See, we pretty much called that perfect. We had one cast in it, I raised it on a hellhound. We left her alone, we circled around the bay looking for some other fish. We called it, we came back here, we were burning a bucktail. Jay would burnt the bucktail, got her in a figure eight to eat.
I cannot stress how important it is when you're muskie fishing to always watch behind your bait. That fish was probably 4 feet behind my bait. It came in pretty slow, but as soon as I got it to the boat, I sped that bait up, got her moving, and she got moving quick. On the second turn, she ate it. Here's your end result. This is so much fun. This is what it's all about. And we're only about 45 minutes into the day. We got all day still. I can't wait. This is fun. We'll get this fish out of the net, show you guys, get a quick measure and release it.
She's off already.
He's a nice fish. Whenever you're dealing with these big fish, it's kind of like a golf glove deal, but these things have got gill rakers like you wouldn't believe, and if you're not wearing something, I mean, you can do it. I've been cut up so many times now. I've gotten smart and I've got myself a pair of these things. But if you can, stop into figure eight baits and pick yourself up a pair of gloves before you come out here. Let's have a look at this fish. This is a great big fish. Big thick one too. She ever green, right?
Yeah, got her.
Look at that, a Lake of the Woods giant. You have got to come up to Lake of the Woods and try this out. Come into figure eight baits, talk to Ryan. He'll put you on fish like this.
Look at the noggin on her though, Jay.
That's a big, beautiful fish.
Got a nice head on her.
Look at that. Is that a tag on her?
No, I think that's just a little.
But we'll get her back in the water. Get her.
Jay, maybe you want to put a measurement on her or no?
Yeah.
Here, just throw it back in the net then.
That's a beautiful, beautiful Lake of the Woods muskie.
Put her in the net.
Just give me a sec here.
If you've noticed, we've tried to keep this fish in the water the whole time. We've got big nets. You got to keep them in the water. You got to unhook them. We do all our surgery here in the water. We take them out of the water for a quick photo or a shoot, and we put them back in right away. Okay, Jake. We'll get a quick measurement there. Put it right through. How's that right there?
Right there.
48 and a quarter, 48 and a half maybe. Still a touch over 48.
Okay, pull that out. Right on, this is awesome. We're only 45 minutes into it. It's 12 o'clock, it's high noon right now. And we're one on the board already, 1 for 1. Actually, we've seen 2 fish, so I guess we're 1 for 2, but.
If we can hook 50% of our fish today, I'd be pretty happy with that.
All right, on to the next one. Oh, come on.
Still there?
I don't see him, just keep going. Nice fish. Yeah, he's there. Did he sink on you?
Is he still there?
I don't see him.
Go down really.
He's a nice fish.
Oh yeah,
He's
right there.
He's right there. He's right on you.
Oh, you see him when I stalled there?
Yeah.
That's where I usually catch him, right up there where I stall. I'm gonna try something here.
That was a nice fish.
Flashed away. I moved and it flashed.
Muskie?
It was there. It was nosing my bait. Boy, that one was low too. Jay, keep an eye on it.
Yeah. That's a nice fish.
I change directions on her, get down deep, come up high, try trigging her. A lot of these fish right now, they're coming down low and slow.
This is something that we'll try lots too, and it's
Every once in a while it'll work. You'll put your bait in and sometimes they come up, they like a different bait choice.
It's just all about getting them to react to it. And when they're beside the boat like this, all you're wanting is a reaction strike out of them. And you try a few different things, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But you don't know unless you try. That one we'll probably come back to again later. That's a nice looking fish.
Trying to look, I don't see anything.
I don't see it again.
It's not interested.
Wasn't a very big one.
The good thing about seeing all these follows though is later on, especially if we start tagging some fish, we can go back and work some of the bigger fish we've seen. Usually that window will open for a while and we've got a lot of clues of where the fish are. Haven't had a spot let us down though yet, AJ?
No. We're seeing them. We got to just turn these seers into believers and get a few more on the hooks. But you know, that's the whole deal with muskie fishing. You know, we can probably fish 25, 30 spots today, and you know, not to say we're going to see that many fish, but you know, there's a good chance you're going to see a lot of the fish. For some people, it can be very frustrating to fish spot after spot and continue to see them, and you got to stick with it because eventually you come onto a fish that's hot, or you know, these things just decide to feed, and when they decide to feed, you keep hitting areas like Ryan said where there's active fish. You know, you're going to put them in the boat. You got to stick with them.
Look at how big that fish is. That's a long fish. That is a long fish. I'm all snagged up. Oh yeah, it's pretty hot. It's not bad. Is it still there? Yeah, it's still there. Wow. Wow, that's a long fish. Not there. Oh yeah. She's tailing it pretty good. Come on. Yeah, she's on it pretty good, Jay. She's still there. Wow.
This is a big one, boy.
That's a good looking fish.
She's still there too.
Oh, look how she turns. She power turns on it really hard. Right there, she power turns. Oh, look at her.
I tried stalling on her.
Keep going, Jay.
See how big she is?
Yeah, I don't. Oh, I got my bait out. Yeah.
Oh, she's still there. Don't move.
I know. That is a fish we want on film. She really turns on it when you go there. Throw a 1/2 in there and then go the other way. So you're going counterclockwise? Yeah. See if that'll get her to go. Wow, she really turned on it again. She just doesn't want to commit, eh? She's still there. Look how big she is.
It's so important to stick with them. Oh my God.
I can't believe how long this fish is. It's not there?
Take hold of it.
Okay, ready? Go.
It's a big one.
That's
we'll
quite
come back for
the
her.
fish. Let's leave her alone.
Yeah.
You want to go fish another spot and come back another
back
10,
to her
15 minutes? All right, I got a bait stuck down here. Hey, that's a good one.
She nipped it when I was bringing that fish in. She nipped at the back of it, and she stayed hot on that bait the whole time. I really thought that fish was going to commit, but we'll give her some time. We'll come back to her. We'll maybe switch a little something up, and boy, that one's got my heart going and my throat's dry. This is what's so much fun about this stuff. We'll back off her quietly, and we'll come back to her in a bit. That's a 50-pluser there.
Guaranteed. That's a nice fish. We'll work that fish a few times today. We'll probably end up finishing our day here, unless we get her throughout the day.
When you talk about classic muskie spots, for example, this one we're fishing here, you got a point that leads out into this main big basin of water. There's a lot of ciscos and herring and whitefish out here that are a prime food source for these muskies. This kind of area, I like to fish it more often with some kind of a wind blowing on. Today we don't have a whole lot of wind, but we're still seeing a few fish on it. So you know, anytime you're looking for your classic muskie spots, especially this time of year where we're getting the kind of later part of summer, early fall, deep water close by is very important. And this spot's got, you know, it's got some of this cane weed close in. There's some red cabbage in here. It funnels out to this point, and then it drops off into that 60, 70 feet of water in the main basin. So prime locations this time of year, you got to just get around them. You'll catch them.
Something I like to talk about is how important it is to keep your hook sharp throughout the day. Whether you're hitting rocks or catching fish, they're going to flatten out. Your hooks aren't going to stay as sharp. You're going to catch a lot more muskies and land a lot more muskies with sharp hooks. Their mouths are like bone and shoe leather pretty much, and sometimes you need a really sharp hook to drive it away. So what I do is throughout the day is grab my hook file and brush them up, keep them nice and pointy, and check them throughout the day.
In this modern age of information and technology, we all know the best place to find anything is online. We find the best places to travel online, the best places to eat online, the best way to find great accommodations, plan a family getaway, or experience the outdoors is online. But what about true happiness? Those of us who have figured it out know the best place to find true happiness is on the end of a line. Find what you're looking for at South Shore Lodge on Ontario's Eagle Lake.
Hanson's Hideaway Lodge and Getaway North Outpost is your four-season destination for deluxe fishing, hunting, and adventure touring. Located in Nestor Falls, Ontario, voted by WFN viewers as the ultimate fishing town in Ontario. The Hanson family has been servicing outdoorsmen since 1926 and knows what it takes to make your vacation experience one of the best you will ever have. Deluxe accommodations, premier service, and world-class fishing and hunting opportunities. Come see what you're missing. When planning your next vacation, consider Brown's Clearwater West Lodge. We offer a variety of packages for all your vacation plans. Cottages, boat-in, portage-in, fly-in outposts, and campgrounds. Whether your itinerary includes fishing, hunting, boating, canoeing, ice fishing, snowmobiling, eco-touring, or all of the above, you'll find it here. Summer or winter, we know you'll be comfortable here at Brown's Clearwater West Lodge.
Everybody likes a great deal. Real Outdoors often trades advertising for hunting and fishing trips or products. In an effort to move these quickly, we offer them at huge discounts and pass these deals on to you. Up to 50% off on a variety of hunting and fishing products and trips to great lodges and outfitters from around the U.S. and Canada. Visit RealOutdoorDeals.com and sign up for free to be instantly notified whenever a new deal pops up. Or follow us on Facebook to stay informed. Don't miss out on these tremendous deals. Visit RealOutdoorDeals.com today.
Yeah. You can use wind to your advantage most of the time. It will cut your spots in half when you're going to fish a piece of structure. When you got wind that's dead and lie down, you got to fish the whole structure. When you can use the wind to your advantage, it cuts the spot in half. So here was another classic example of, we pulled up to the spot. We started off on the non-windy side. We pulled right up to this point on the windy side and we had a fish raise.
A big reason why these fish like to set up on these windy sides is it has a lot to do with the bait. This wind will position the bait fish, it'll position the walleye, smallmouths, everything those muskie like to chew on. And like Ryan said, it cuts your spots in half. The other thing it does this time of year, with the nights getting a little bit colder, it blows some warmer water up on these rocks. So these muskies like to get up in these, you know, we're fishing in the middle of the afternoon right now. They like to get up on these rocks and sun themselves. They like to stay warm. So that's another reason why you want to use the wind to your advantage.
Another good one. See what I'm doing too here is I'm holding the bottom of the net because this net's so long.
Oh. In the bag?
Bag.
In the bag.
It's a mid-40s fish.
Nice fish.
Maybe a little less than that.
Again, this is another classic spot for this time of year. We got a big point that runs right out to this green buoy. This whole section of water in here is all 50, 60 foot deep. It's a major herring area. And these fish get up on these rocks and they're looking to feed right now. We're not fishing prime time. This is 2:30 in the afternoon, and we just seen a great big one about 20 minutes ago. We come to the next spot and we hook up with this one, and they're on the feed, so it's just a matter of covering a bunch of water. And the other really important thing about this area we're fishing is it's current driven, and that's something that's really important to look at this time of year.
Especially on hot, sunny days like this, and you don't have too much wind. You got bluebird skies for the most part.
Yeah, it's not a traditional classic muskie day, but you know, we're still putting some fish in the boat. So Ryan mentioned earlier about how important it is to have these big nets like this so you can do work on these fish. They are so strong, and they're you know, they're a big tough fish, but you got to be careful with them. You got to really, you know, baby them and be good to them, because you don't want to hurt them. A fish like this takes a long time to replace. These fish are probably, how old do you think a fish this size would be, Ryan?
That fish probably, I don't know, depending upon how quick they grow in different
around
systems.
Lake of the Woods, it's got to be
12 fish, 12 year.
12 to 15 year old fish.
Yeah.
So, you know, it takes anywhere from 12 to 15 years to replace a fish like that. So be gentle with them and get them back when they're healthy.
Definitely the bucktails are triggering the fish too right now. Jay's caught 2 fish on bucktails. I've raised a bunch of fish. Jay's managed to sting 2 on the figure 8.
Yeah, look at that one. Another nice, beautiful Lake of the Woods.
Stick all the way through.
Lake of the Woods
Another
muskie.
big head on her.
Yeah.
Noggin.
Yeah. That there, that's what it's all about. Show your chompers.
Nice fish, Jay.
That's probably what, Ryan, a 45 incher?
Yeah, mid-40s fish.
Mid-40s?
Yeah, that's conservative.
That's nice. So we'll get her back and let someone else catch her one day. Okay, so that kind of wraps up our muskie day here on Lake of the Woods. We're kind of beaten up. It's been a long day. We've put a few fish in the boat. I think we've seen 10 fish or so, and I think we caught 2. We had another missed opportunity, but hey, that's muskie fishing. That's kind of what to expect when you come on Lake of the Woods in late August. The fish are going right now. We've seen a lot of fish. There's a lot of hot fish, seen some big fish. You know, they don't all bite, and that's the reality of it. So we had a lot of fun today. This is Ryan and I's first time being on the water together. I had a blast with you. The next time you come to Kenora on your muskie trip, whether you're a seasoned veteran or you're just beginning, you have to stop into Figure 8 Baits. Check out some of their tackle they have in there. Come and ask these guys, you know, what's going on in the lake. Pick their brains a little bit because they really have a lot of knowledge of what's going on Lake of the Woods. So I hope you enjoyed the show, learned a little bit, and we'll see you out in the water.
Well, we backtracked and finished off the day with another try at what was the biggest muskie I'd ever seen. But the elusive muskie won that battle. But tomorrow is another day. I'm Brian Whitens, and that's where I've been.
It's a little heavier than most rods. No, hold on. Can you hear me good? Heavy action. No, I can't do this right now.
Match a jerk bait rod up. No, that doesn't make sense. Can I pick up from wherever?
When you're grinding rocks or even after you catch a fish, ready? He's making me feel bad now.
Shut up.
He's bringing me down.